Good evening. I just thought I'd do a brief overview about my motivation in setting out this comparatively long set of podcasts on a difficult, tantalizing, one of my friends described as depressing prospect. And that arises from the open discussion, certainly on the extreme right in both England and white United States, white Americans, of civil war. That the danger white nationalists feel from moderate conservative incompetence and liberal democratic blindness means that they see the threat as fatal, that something must be done, and if necessary, violence contemplated and executed. On the other side of the equation, we find moderate conservatives, and certainly on the democratic left, the specter of fascism in all this. So you have two extreme positions, one threatening the national essence, and the other threatening democratic values of the Enlightenment. From this, much like we saw with the American Civil War in the 19th century, a clash could arise. Now, we must do something about this. And I assume a great number of people better informed, better placed, more powerful than I am, will do their best to head off this difficulty. But this is my attempt. And my attempt is in the essence, quite simple. I think following on an idea set out by one of the most brilliant analyses of fascism in the past century by a German historian, Ernst Nolte, who said that Hitler and Mussolini were action men, but Action Française, what preceded it, was a body of ideas that both Mussolini and Hitler lacked. So one point is ideas, that we're going to try to do for white nationalism in England and the United States, particularly the United States, what Nolte believed Action Française did for fascism in Europe. And that gives it some intellectual ballast. And with something that's action transformed into ideas, you can analyze it, I think, more effectively. It just gives you better purchase on the dangers and the substance of the matter. That's ideas. Now, conversely, and there's the point, the French employ, the French gift for taking politics and turning into a set of ideas that endure over time and allow you to make sense of your circumstance over time, first. Secondly, I want to bring to this the Welsh gift for realism, for seeing things in the round, which neither white nationalists nor their democratic critics seem to be capable of seeing things in the round. Because seeing things in the round as a set of ideas, in other words, to marry the French and Welsh approach, gives us a chance of, I think, dealing with this problem and finding a compromise that will work and, if not banish entirely, certainly diminish this talk of civil war. The fact that it may make high school education in the French language more interesting is just an added benefit. That's where we start, and that's what this podcast is about. And I hope you find it in some ways as satisfying as I've felt alarmed enough to make the effort. Anyway, we have begun, and the point is to avert civil war.